Hello and welcome to Teaching Through Repertoire. This is Russian Music Box by Newbold, and I'm going to be doing the bass part. I'm going to do a little tutorial just to get your eyes ready for some of the things that you might need to learn before playing through the entire piece. But at the end of this tutorial, there is a full play-along track with metronome set to 120 beats per measure. So grab your bass. Here we go. In measure 1, we have B to F sharp. Now that's your fourth finger B to your fourth finger F sharp. Make sure your hand is open. First position is tough because it's the widest our hand has to be. And we want to make sure that those notes are completely and totally in tune. Your hand's going to have to hop back and forth. Make sure you have support of the arm and the elbow as you're crossing that string. Now when you get to 11, you have to go from pizzicato to arco. That's a little bit awkward, so you might want to practice playing just a couple of notes going back and forth. B, or open strings. Whatever it is, just to get comfortable going from a pizzicato hand to an arco hand. That's from measures 1 all the way to measure 19. That deals with both issues. We have pizzicato, and then in measure 11 we have arco, polo, which means to use the bow. In measure 19, you're still using the bow, but we're going to have kind of a different sound to it. We would like to have about half of your bow being used as you go from first finger E to first finger A to fourth finger B. Not too much sound. But you do have something kind of tricky to manage, especially on the bass, because it's a big instrument and those strings are thick. In measure 26, that's a whole note. You have to hold that note for 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. You need a slow, heavy bow. And on bass, this is tricky, so you definitely want to do open string practices where you just hold the string for as long as you can with the most beautiful sound that you can. You need to train your body to be able to hold your bow comfortably without tension while sustaining a sound. If you practice your open strings and you practice counting in groups of 4 or 8 or 12, then when you get to measure 26, that'll be no problem. You'll just go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and sustain it happily and easily. In 27, you get some melody. Pretty exciting stuff. That's open G to fourth finger B. You get to play bold, you get to play full, and you get to play forte. That letter F means to play loud and with a big, big resonant sound. You're going to support the entire orchestra with the sound that you create. Use lots of bow, let your arm sink into the string, and make as full a sound as possible. And 33, not sure if you've seen that before, that is a whole rest. That little rectangle that's hanging from the fourth line is a whole rest, meaning 4 beats of silence. 4 beats of silence. So you'll count to 4 in your head. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you get ready for the pizzicato just like at the beginning. In measure 34, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll do all of that until you get to measure 44, where once again we add our bow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Making sure that now that you're using your bow, it's a more sustained sound. You get one more little special feature. If you look at measure 53, you have a little more melody. That's your fourth finger F sharp. Make sure that hand stays up nice and high. And then the notes in measure 54 and 56, that's first finger B on the A string. With the added combination that the first time it's a whole note, so sustain it for 4 beats, and the second time, 2, 3, 4, 1. It's pizzicato. All right, here we go. We're going to do the entire piece all the way through. If you want to practice some of those things before you do the playthrough, terrific. I think that's a good idea. But if you feel ready, come join me. Here's the metronome. We're about to hit 120 beats per minute. And then we'll get started with Russian Music Box, the bass part. 1, 2, 1, 2, measure 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, measure 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, measure 7, open D. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, F sharp. 1, 2, 3, 4. With your bow, 11, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, sustain for 4 beats, 27, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 29, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 31, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, rest 4 beats, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 36, and ready, go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, measure 40, ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 44 with your bow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 53, ready, go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, pizzicato, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And that is Russian Music Box for the basses. Thanks for playing along. Thanks for making sure you practice slowly, that you practice carefully. No rush. If you're struggling with something, that's normal. That's okay. If you need to go slower, great. Go slow. Take time to save time. Go slow to learn fast. You can always change the playback settings on the YouTube platform from full speed to 3/4 speed to half speed, whatever suits your needs. You're the success, and if you practice every day, by the end of the year, you'll be taller.